It's called Zombie Life. There's two of them. There's one that's got this really stupid black A next to it that totally makes it out to seem like I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not. So scroll down to the next one, and there's this really cool zombie face, and it says Zombie Life across the face, and that's the one that John developed for me, and it's got the whole EddieRotten.com story on it. And you can put it'll take you straight to the Twitter, take you straight to the website, and all kinds of other juicy little things on there. How long did it take you to make that?
The app?
Yeah.
It didn't take all that terribly long. You use a lot of these things. You use things that other people have done. You don't want to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
So you take something that somebody else has done and it's working, and you tweak it and twist it and make it your own.
Right.
So I'd say I probably worked on it about 2 weeks, a week or so, between 1 and 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With a couple hours a day whenever I had a chance, and got some music from you guys and got some artwork.
Yeah.
From your wife. They did some awesome artwork, and I took a couple of pictures myself, and zombied them out a little bit.
It's all about pulling your resources together. I think it turned out pretty nicely.
It's a nice little app. Yeah, it hasn't had any errors in it.
Yeah.
I think over the last year and a half. Has it been how long?
I think
I know
so.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
It might have been about a year and a half. There's only been one reported error, and I don't know what happened there, but it apparently hasn't ever happened again. So,
That's pretty stable.
It's working pretty good. Yeah, working real good.
The pictures.
I'm looking forward to doing a whole lot more with it and making some cool things happen.
Yeah, if we could only buy time at a convenience store down the road, or if it was just given to us for free, that would be awesome.
Time in a bottle. Yeah, we need to get some of that stuff.
Yeah, some more time. That would be awesome. So
Jim Croce had it all figured out.
Yeah, totally. So you mentioned some pictures that you took for the application on Android. The pictures that I'm looking at on MissionAirSoft.com, you told me the other day that you took all those with an iPhone. Is that true?
Not with an iPhone. I took them with an HTC phone.
Oh, okay.
The HTC Inspire, which is it's like the cousin to the iPhone, I guess. It's still just a smartphone.
Yeah.
But yeah, every single picture on there, all the video that you see on the website, you go look at the video on the home page. There's a special events. It says special events. That's our kind of our little promo video there, and there's another couple of promo videos you can watch elsewhere. Everything has been, all of the footage, all of it has been taken with this HTC phone.
That's just amazing. It's amazing because these are really good videos, good photos, and the families that are out there, they look like they're all having a pretty good time.
Oh, they're having a blast. We had a family rented the field last week. The husband had just come back from Afghanistan, and they were here in Texas visiting his sister, and she just wanted to treat him to a good time, and thought this would be a great thing to do as a family adventure that wouldn't break the bank.
Right.
And they just rented some guns and got some ammo and took off on the field. And they were just heading out to the field. We had our safety briefing, and everybody was ready to go. They had all the guns were loaded, and then we start heading out in the field. And one of them says, "Wait a minute, somebody's got to show me how to shoot this thing."
Oh my goodness!
Never had ever been on a field before. She had no idea what she was doing.
Wow!
And they were hooked by the end of the day. They were just hooked. They had a riot.
Well, these pictures make it seem like it's just the end all of fun, because there's people full blown camo that go out with these guns. Look real, man. I can't believe how decked out these people are. They got face masks and they've got full blown camo on and netting around their faces. I can't believe how into it these people get.
Where's that? There's one picture out of one of the more recent ones. There's a kid in a ghillie suit. You know what a ghillie suit is?
I do. I think I'm looking at that photo right now. You can't even see this guy.
You can't see the kid. He's just a kid. He's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
out there shooting everybody. And if you look at the picture real close, you can see him in there.
Yeah, there's a little blue, something blue that's giving him away, but that's it.
Yeah, it's the bottom of his blue jeans. Yeah, so I watched this kid go into that little grove in there.
Right.
And I was maybe 30 yards away, not even 20 yards away.
Yeah.
And I looked away for a second. I looked at something else, and I looked back, and the kid was gone.
Wow.
Gone, just gone. You couldn't see him. And the same thing happened with Adam, one of the other guys that my nephew works on the field with me.
Yeah.
He said the kid just said, "I want to see how good this thing works." And he started walking out into the woods. There were 3 of them watching, and they said he just disappeared.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He just walked out there and just disappeared. So, man, the ghillie suit's a really, really, really cool thing to have out there.
Yeah.
And you can seriously disappear out in these woods.
Very cool.
It's perfect. It's a perfect environment for airsoft. It's a perfect environment for airsoft.
I think so too.
I mean, you can be 20 feet away from somebody and not see them, not know that they're there, because and that's even if they don't have all of this stuff on.
Right.
Because the foliage is so thick in there. It's probably going to be a little better during the wintertime. You have a little better visibility later on into the winter.
Right.
I'm kind of anxious to see how that's going to work out, because all of the the bloodweed and stuff the leaves are going to fall off, and they'll be just little sticks and stalks.
Yeah.
Instead of all the foliage. So it'll probably be a little different in the wintertime. I'm anxious to see what that's going to look like, because we haven't been at this. We've been at this for less than a year now. So.
Well, I think that it's a good time to do it. You mentioned closer to the wintertime, I think a lot of the trees are going to start shedding their leaves and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about how you're running the place, because right now it's very affordable. I see it right on the homepage. It's free until October.
Yeah, and the reason for that is it is a new field. We didn't have the massive budget to put into it to put everything up first and do all of the research, the market research, and find out what people wanted.
Right.
We didn't have the budget to go visit airsoft fields all over the USA and see what they had, and then buy all the materials and build stuff. So really, we just said, you know what, we're going to start this thing. We're going to open it up. Come play. Tell us what you want.
Right.
And everybody that has come said this is a great field, so much potential, and just do this. And so we have a little form that we have them fill out.
Yeah.
And we ask them to give us an evaluation of the field. What do you think about it? What did you like about it? What do we need to do to improve? And they've given us the suggestions, and we've done our best to incorporate all of them as much as we can. Some people have conflicting suggestions.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't please everybody. Somehow you can piss everybody off, but you can't please everybody. I'm not sure how that works or why, but.
Well, you definitely can't make everybody happy, but I don't know, man. The pictures that are posted up here, they seem pretty happy. So they're
having a great time.
Yeah, somebody's having a good time.
I don't think there's been anybody yet that hadn't had a great time. Nobody has complained, this place sucks. We've never heard that.
Right.
Never, ever heard that. And, a lot of the people are coming back now. We're getting some return visits, and especially the Airsoft Guerrilla Corps. Those guys are great, man. A plug to the Airsoft Guerrilla Corps. They're top-notch people through and through. They've helped us come out with shovels and picks and wheelbarrows and helped us.
Uh-huh.
Literally spent hours and hours on the field helping us do some development.
Wow.
And dig holes and trenches and stuff. So yeah, they're kudos to those guys. And and they're serious. And when they came back from a game, we go out on the field, we play a game, and then we come back in to rehydrate. And when they were coming back, and most of these were like 12, 13-year-old kids, 14-year-old kids. They came back taking point. Somebody would take a position behind a tree, and then the next guy would come up behind them. They were like leapfrogging their way in a tactical attack position. So, and this is coming back from a game.
Wow.
So they're serious about it. Every one of them had full camo on. and they got their masks, they got gloves, they got the LBEs, the light battle equipment.
Yeah.
They're just extra magazines everywhere, and they got water on the back, and they're ready to go, man. They're ready for battle. They're ready for battle. They're loaded for bear.
I bet it's fun to see a whole group of people come in and go out to play like that, just completely excited about playing airsoft on the field.
It is. It is fun. I love watching. I'm out there with a orange vest and a bright orange hat. And I go through the rules. I have a set of rules.
Yeah.
And rule number one, have fun.
Awesome.
That's the first rule.
What?
Rule number one, have fun.
What kind of...
And in order to comply with rule number one, there's got to be some other rules, So obviously, rule number two, don't shoot the guy in orange.
Right. Please.
That's rule two. Yeah, enough said. Thanks.
So when people come in and they know absolutely nothing about airsoft or being on an airsoft field, how long does it usually take to walk them through what the deal is there at Mission Airsoft?
It's about 20 minutes. It actually takes about 20 minutes to go through the presentation. And I do it. I don't care if they've been there 20 times.
Right.
I go through the same rules every time for everybody, just to make sure.
Right.
So we go. I have a set written presentation, and we'll go through that presentation every time. If there's one person, if there's 20, if they've been there 100 times, if they've never been there before.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter. It's going to go over everything, and of course, you can ask questions. And if I can see that somebody's never been there before, I may go into a little more detail on some of the things.
Right.
How many? I don't have to explain.
How many girls do you have come out to play?
Some, not a lot, but some. I'd say maybe 10%.
Wow. Well, that's not bad, actually.
So one out of 10 is going to be a girl.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Maybe a little less than that, but yeah, there's some girls that come to play.
Yeah.
They've been on the field. We had obviously when we had this family here, it was 50-50. There were 3 girls, 3 boys.
Oh, cool. What kind of
the mom and the sister and the daughter?
What kind of special guests have you come out? Because I looked on the website and there's somebody called the ZRT. Is that what it is?
Yeah, the Zombie Response Team. Those guys, by the way, if you look at those pictures of the Zombie Response Team,
yeah,
those are not airsoft weapons.
Okay, now where do I go to find that at? If I go to missionairsoft.com, how do I find those pictures?
You can go to the members page.
Okay.
And on the members page, you'll find the photos. View all photos. It's on the sidebar on the right.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Wow, those are all real guns then, huh?
Yeah, you look on the Zombie Response Team photos. There's 17 pictures.
Wow.
And those are all real. No, that's a real McCoy.
Those aren't little pea shooters either. Those look like Big Daddy guns.
No, they're M4s. They're M4s and AK-47s.
Nice.
And that's the real deal.
So speaking of,
definitely not pea shooters.
So the Zombie Response Team, do they come out often, or did they just come out for a promotional thing that one time? Are they keeping in touch?
A little bit. They came out for this one thing. They just had their meeting.
Right.
On their normal meeting they had on our field.
Cool.
So what they are is an awareness group.
Okay.
There are people. They're survivalists, so to speak. Their focus is training people how to survive in a zombie apocalypse.
Nice. I'm gonna have to have them on the show.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
It would be perfect. We talked to Morgan about that. Morgan Barnard is her name, and I'm sure that she would love to be on the show.
Wonderful.
But it's the real deal. They're serious about surviving during a zombie apocalypse. What do? What weapons do you take with you? What tools do you take with you? Do you take water? Do you take some water? Do you take just the pills?
Right.
The purification systems. which of course filters